previously on Coruscant Nights. It would seem that one of the three of you at least, maybe all three, have an affinity for animals. I seem to have lost my dog down in the lower levels. I am very busy, but if the three of you could take on this task, I would reward you. So Shrelby, squeezed through the bars of this sewer grate, covering this big hole into the underground. And as she gets to the other side, there's a deep growl from the darkness.
Oh, great. I'm on the wrong side of the grate now.
And then, somewhere beyond that, there's a deep rumble that shakes the floor that she's standing on, and a glow from further down the tunnel. In the glow, she can see the silhouette, the four legs, the long tail, the tuft of hair at the end, the long ears, and that silhouette perks up its ears, turns its head, and runs down the passageway. Help comes in many forms. You see more of those mosses, and at one point you spot this like slug kind of thing that looks like it's like crawling along this edge of the wall, leaving a trail of goop behind it.
Ew, 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 ew. I'm not turned off by this, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of this is like a James Cameron Pandora.
I was thinking
moment.
Pandora, actually.
No, this is not like gross sci-fi horror bugs. This is like cool, beautiful insectoid wonderment happening.
The only thing that could destroy it is dependent upon the smell. What does it smell like right now?
Yes.
You've left behind the rushing water of the rushing poo water.
The poo land?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it smells great.
No.
But I
just
wouldn't
smells
say
earthy.
it smells. Yeah, it's more of a dirt smell. It's a smell that's very unfamiliar to the three of you, really.
Because we're city folk.
Yeah, living on Coruscant, you don't get much outdoor time. So, yeah, it's a little odd. The six of you end up in a very, very large room. And in the center of the room, you see Van.
Van! It's right there!
Van is silhouetted by the glowing mass of goo and moss and this other stuff on the walls.
So he is
And
covered
it's
by
not
this
just-
stuff. He's covered
He's
in...
not. No,
No.
He's just friends with the gooey glowy stuff.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Is it sentient gooey glowy stuff?
The room you're in it's like a wheel with spokes and tunnels going off the right and left, and maybe 8 tunnels going off in different directions. And this goop is sort of piled around the edges and going up the walls and stuff. And as soon as you enter the room, you see not only Van, not only this goo, but a number of other animals in here, most of which you don't recognize. Strange animals.
Is Van acting aggressively, or
is he the leader of these
Van is
animals?
just
Has he collected other
standing there
force
looking
sensitive animals?
at
It's a
this
sewer zoo.
group of you.
it's a sewer?
Or a sewer cult?
Cult?
It's a sewer cult
It's
of
a
animals.
sewer cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do we
You're-
know that they're animals and not sentient species?
As you enter the room, that rumble in the ground happens again, and it's stronger. It's like it's coming from this place, and the walls with the goo begin to glow brighter, and
What's happening, guys?
you hear a voice that says,
Go away.
Excuse me?
Maybe we should listen to him.
Guys, where'd that voice come from?
No one tells me what
It's-
to do.
deep and rumbling, and it seems like it's coming from everywhere.
Van? Is that you? Can you speak?
Uh,
Wait, is it like building higher and higher?
What?
The rumbling.
Yeah, it continues as you get into this room and you hear the voice again. It's deep and it's almost like it comes from everywhere, and it says, "Go away." And what sort of reaction do the three of you have?
Oh, I get mad because the rumblings. I can't hear anyone talking and everything's getting confused. So I stomp my foot, which is already soaking wet from sewer poopy water, and I say, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it now! Stop!"
Does the voice have a reaction to Shrelby?
What does Moxie do?
Well, I'm a little shocked that Shrelby's screaming at this point. Like, what? And I just go and look at her. And I watch her for a second. Then I look to see if anything happens because of what she did.
Mimi sneaks up behind Shrelby, slips her little sister hand into her big sister's, squeezes tight.
It's so cute.
And when you came in, Van was looking in your direction, but he quickly looks towards one of the other tunnels where a group of people come through.
I don't like this.
And it's not just one tunnel, but a second tunnel. Two groups of people have come out into this room. And you hear the deep voice again. Go away.
No! So, in the middle of this there's like an opening, and there's tunnel. We're here, creepy humans.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it.
Van in the middle too?
With some other creatures, yeah.
Oh, poor Van.
And-
You said it was like spokes of a wheel,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
We're gonna have to fight on the side of the animals.
I have a Walkman.
Let's get an investigate from everybody.
Okay.
Moxie has 2 dice to give out.
Oops.
If you
I
want
did
to.
that wrong.
Does anybody feel like they need a boost in their investigate?
I got 6 already.
What about you,
And I got a 6.
Smetters?
I got a 6.
Okay. I got a 6. I got 3 6s, you guys.
Okay.
Wow, 3 out of 4.
So we got
Kind of amazing.
3 for Moxie, 1 for Mimi, 1 for Shrelby?
Yeah.
Okay. So these people that are coming in, you see the animals, a bunch of them start to run because these people have come in with stun weapons and nets.
Ooh.
And
They're poachers.
the animals start to run. The things that can fly start flying up. You notice that the ceiling of this place is very high, and there are other ways out up there. And you notice that these people, they're all wearing dark clothes, almost military, definitely not like Republic, but they came dressed to do a battle of one sort or another. And among them is Lynn Ross.
That jerk.
He followed us here.
That
Maybe.
treacherous little dirtbag.
Moxie rolled 2 extra 6s. You can ask me 2 questions about the situation.
Are they all dressed like Jedi? Are they fake Jedi? I know I'm not asking the questions, but these
You
are
can
the
give
things
suggestions, yeah.
that I'm thinking about. Also, are they aggressive towards us or just the animals?
Well, the fact that they have nets and stun guns, I think they're like poaching. I think they're poaching the animals.
Yeah, but would they hurt us in the process if we got in the way?
Okay, yeah. So question number 1, what kind of danger are we in as humans?
You have not been noticed.
Oh, great. Okay, so we have not been noticed. And you said that they're all dressed as Jedi?
No,
No.
they are not dressed as Jedi at all.
Oh.
They're
Even-
dressed for a fight.
Got
Even
it.
Lynn Ross is
No.
out of his Jedi attire?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good.
Was he faking it?
He was faking it. He was a liar. So,
That's why he was wearing Jedi robes, because if he'd been wearing pants, they would have been on fire.
yeah. My second question is there anything in their clothing, weapons, anything about them that is like going to be a clue to us about who they are, like connecting them to a newspaper article we read about them so that we know what we're doing?
How about, yes, there is, because Lynn Ross is not the only face you recognize. It's been a while. It's been about a month, but you get the idea that one of these guys is probably one of the guys who was outside your school looking for you about a month ago.
It's the suit Star Wars FBI guys?
You assume they're Star Wars FBI guys. So within seconds, this place has sort of broken out into chaos. There are cries from animals, shouts from these people with their nets and stun guns and those ropey thingies on sticks that they use to wrangle dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
The
2.
Pachyosaurs.
Yeah.
Prior attacks.
What do the 6 of you want to do?
Clearly.
The ground is still rumbling, and over it all, you hear a deep rumbling voice that seems to be coming from everywhere.
I feel like we're pretty precocious, and Mimi would feel like they could save some animals.
Yeah.
They could save Van.
Oh,
in this
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Let's just run out and scoop them
Here's
up
what I
and
wanna
run
do.
away.
gotta be-
That's what I want to do.
But we need to be subtle.
this is our big climax. I want to do it like we did it last time.
Okay.
Everybody make one roll,
Okay.
and then the 3 of you narrate the ending of this.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Okay, first,
We
I want
roll.
to. Can I preface this by asking you a couple of questions? How far away
Yes.
is the dog?
Me. The dog is 20, 30 feet away.
Okay, I think that's my main question. Can we get to him? Is everything on solid ground? Or is there something
Yeah.
we need to cross? Okay.
Yep, it's solid. In order to completely succeed, we need 6 sixes between the 3 of you.
Oh.
Feel free to take conditions to re-roll, use your luck and your pride to get automatic successes.
Ouch. And Mary Frances has 2 extra die to give away.
Mary
Yeah, I
Frances
do.
has 2 extra dice to give away. If you get less than half, so if you get 1 or 2 sixes, you will have to describe a failure. If you get more than 6 sixes between the 3 of you, that is a very good success. And if you get less than 6 sixes, you can take some conditions, and it'll be basically a win-lose situation. I think the 3 of you should come up with a plan and then make your rolls, and then.
Okay.
So Mimi wants to sneak.
Do you want to sneak or do you want to
Mimi
make
wants-
slime balls?
Mimi wants to, because we haven't been noticed yet, correct?
Correct.
She wants to sneak up to, like, kind of hide behind the animals, like use the animals as a barrier between them and the humans, and sneak up to them and somehow make it known that they should come with them and follow them out through this tunnel that they know is clear of Star Wars FBI guys behind them. I guess she's trying to avoid a fight. She's just trying to run.
Yeah.
Because I'm also imagining, I know that there's a gate that we can lock behind us, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
think
Mimi,
we need to get the attention of the animals and run.
I think, yeah.
Because these guys
We would need
we
to
don't have
somehow
weapons.
lock-
And these are like
Yeah.
a pack of adults with weapons.
Right.
We did break the lock on the gate, though, so we'd have to figure out how to lock
You got
it
bike
behind
locks.
us.
You locked your bikes up.
We do.
Okay.
We have like 6 bike locks,
We
you
will
guys.
make it impenetrable.
So
Do you know how long it would take to get through 6 bike locks if you don't have like
Too long.
a really big wire bolt cutter?
They do.
And stun
They set
guns.
stun right now.
Even if
Yeah,
just
I think we just get the animals and we run. Oh, and then on the way out, what we do is we can like spray paint the animal in the water with all the legs and like piss him off, and then maybe he will like take out some of the bad guys while we run past.
Yep, I like it. He can like all Medusa his arms out and grab them.
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of a way to make it an actual slime ball because now I'm really fixated on the idea. But
We'll make some slime balls and we can chuck them at him as we run away.
We're still gonna need some
Okay,
defensive
I like that.
weapons. Yeah.
Okay. So what is that for Shrelby then? Force if you're going to throw balls at them? Or do you have another idea?
I get move, maybe move.
Can you tie your pride in?
My pride is confidence, so yes, very confident in the moment. I know I'm gonna get them all, full of spit and vinegar.
All right, is that
Okay.
enough, Mark?
I'm okay with that.
How do
I
I
don't suppose you could use
my Wookman?
your Wookman.
I was like thinking about setting it on some battle music, like some real hard Barracuda by
You-
heart. my 80s song of choice.
You could sacrifice your Walkman and throw it down in the other direction in the tunnel so it played music and they might think that we went the other way. Do you think we could get far enough ahead of them that they would fall for that?
You know, that's an extremely noble sacrifice for Shrelby to make. Sacrificing.
A little too noble.
I know. I'm trying to think if it's in character at this point, or
I
if
don't
she's
think it is.
Okay.
so fired up that she. No, I think she's hanging on to the Walkman. To be honest.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, so I have really high stats in sneak. I would have 7 dice to roll for that. And I could get even more if I use my iconic item. So what I'm thinking is, if we can sneak the animals and ourselves back, like if the animals can move slowly and we not be noticed by the guys until we're through the tunnel, so that I can sneakily be tapping the wall to wake up the creature in the water, and I'll tap the wall with my spray paint. To like get it moving and like tap the wall, like irritate it by tapping the wall with my spray paint can.
Just throw the stick at it.
If I'm sneaking while I'm doing that, that's really high stats, and then +2 for using my iconic item. So just throwing that out there. That would be 9 dice.
I think you're gonna use your iconic item anyway to like spray paint the guy in the water to wake him up. I don't know that you need to tap him in addition.
Right. Well, sneak is my highest stat.
Do you want to sneak up with me and we can get the animals to follow us?
Yeah. You could take one side of the room and I'll take the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Moxie able to use her pride in this at all?
Yeah, clearly, because my pride is, oh wait, no, my pride is talking. I thought it was the drive. My drive I could use.
Oh yeah, talking your way out of trouble.
Yeah, so I have to be
Shrelby, when Moxie and I are sneaking up to coerce the animals to follow us, you should be getting Bobbus and his
Forgot about them. Yeah, we're all making slime balls.
Goo bombs with you.
That's an extra 2 dice to Shrelby's pool.
So does that mean I
again.
get 7 because I'm also using? Wait, no. Pride makes for an automatic success, so I'd be rolling 6. Okay.
See, it makes sense here. We've got 2 people checking their pride, 2 people using their iconic items. This all makes sense.
But does my drive add anything right now?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Nikki. Sorry.
Will you let me make the first move because I've got a thing in my head?
I love it. Do it.
Do it.
Go.
Okay.
Well, you're doing
roll?
You're doing one half of the room, and I'm doing the other half of the room of getting the animals to come.
I just want to initiate the action with you.
I love it. You do it.
Okay.
Everybody can roll at the same time, and we'll count successes.
Does anybody need +2, or are you
3.
good?
I got 3, you guys.
Oh man.
This is the last roll of the game, so if you want to toss in your extra leadership dice, that's fine.
Great.
Did you roll an extra one for the leadership?
No.
Roll an extra one.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do that again because I didn't roll well.
Yeah.
Because you didn't roll well.
Because I dropped
I got
it
none,
on the thing.
so I'm gonna take a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of one of your lucks and do a reroll.
Yeah.
I got 1 6, so that means I get 2, right? Because I'm using my my pride.
An automatic.
Yep.
I got 2.
So that's 2 more. So we got
Okay.
it.
And I have 4, right?
Yep. Yeah. So.
We got so many 6s. We succeed.
We win it all.
Okay. Can I spend your 2 extra 6s?
I will allow it.
We should
Okay.
call them successes.
Successes.
Yeah. Great.
Mimi surveys the situation, casting her eyes left and right. She slowly pulls her scrunchie off of her wrist, ties back her hair, gives everyone a glance, zeroes in on Moxie, gives her the most obnoxious and glorious wink, takes her by the hand, and they start to sneak up on their newly reclassified animal friends. Reclassified from enemies to frenemies? Okay.
Can I jump in between every person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The ground continues to rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The voice lingers in the air.
Leave
and you hear the voice of Linros, but his accent's different. And he says, "There's the Vornsker. Get him." Who's next?
I feel like you knew what I was communicating.
Me? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Mimi shoots me an adorable little wink. Oh, that kid. She's just so cute. She's just the best. So, taking a cue from my memester, knew exactly what that wink meant. And she takes my hand in hers and we started sneaking towards the animal. And then she branched off to one side and I branched off to the other. Snuck behind as many as I could to get to the front and whispering, "Follow us, come with us, guys, come on, we're gonna get away." As quietly as I could. And then I snuck backwards, hiding behind the same animal so that the bad men couldn't see us.
Mm-hmm. As we're working our way through the crowd of animals, we're gently whispering, "Come with us," patting flanks, petting ears,
Bonding
with our new friends.
Mimi pets the animals, and they seem to react well to the compassion she's showing. And as Moxie whispers to them,
They just need love! Sorry.
they look at the Cathar knowingly and begin to follow.
What's the Cathar?
Because I'm one of them.
Moxie.
Oh, you're a Cathar.
I'm a cat. They're like
I think,
my people.
so side note, we've sort of talked about Moxie maybe being force sensitive, and all these adventures that she's on center around animals, so maybe her connection to the force has to do with animals.
Animal
specifically.
husbandry, right here.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Me and the boys are making slime balls, and I'm
What do
like,
you say to them?
well, first of all, while I'm making the slime balls, under my breath, I'm just going, ew, 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 ew. Oh my god, ew, ew, it's so gross, ew. But I'm also saying, all right, we're just gonna throw these at those guys, and we're gonna run like hell.
Book it.
We're gonna book it. Mimi, you didn't hear me say hell. Don't cuss.
And
I have to be a good influence on my little sister.
Babas gestures to his guys. Come on, start making slime balls. And they start
I love how
gathering
on
up-
board
they would
he
be
is
like,
now.
"We're gonna need weapons."
They start gathering up the goo and forming it into barely holding together balls of goop.
Okay. Do the animals start to come back now?
Yes,
Okay.
the animals have begun to follow Mimi and Moxie. The people with their weapons, it looks like they have captured a few animals at this point. What are Mimi and Moxie doing?
I feel like we're on our way back to we're like back at the tunnel and like trying to usher more animals in. The question that
I was just gonna say they're intelligent animals, and so they'll be backing away, not like turning and following us. So like they're acting like they're just being backed into a corner, knowing that they're gonna cut and run once they reach the entrance to that tunnel.
I think the animals that they have in the nets are, I mean, we're like a bunch of 10-year-olds and 13-year-olds. Oh, Babas is like 25, but
He's probably like 16, 17.
He's 42.
He's like every coming of age movie bully who seems about 10 years older than he's actually supposed to be.
he's
Yeah, he's played by an actor who's probably about 25, for sure.
Right.
I think that they're lost causes and we just need to like focus on getting the animals out that we can, unfortunately.
That is harsh coming from Mimi.
All of the animals have reached the entrance to the tunnel and they're like delicately stepping over your line of
My line of defense.
Slime balls.
slime balls. And we're at this point, I think we're ready to book it. So we can kind of cut and run. And I would suggest you and Babas and the two boys start throwing slime balls,
Yes.
guarding our retreat, kind of like coming with us, but at the tail end.
So Mimi and Moxie cross the line of slime balls and start ushering animals out down the hall.
And I think Moxie's probably taking up a position by the many-armed water monster,
Yeah. So that's
readying her
Mhm.
spray paint for the moment when after Shrelby and the boys pass to activate the water monster. piss him off so that he starts taking out the FBI guys. What are the FBI guys doing right now?
Yeah, so they're working on rounding up the animals that they have, and then they see that the rest of them are being led away. And not just led away, but led away by a bunch of kids. So Mimi and Moxie and the animals, I think Moxie's in the lead, begin going down the tunnels towards the place where they came in originally, and the animals seem to be following Moxie. As Mimi and the last of the animals pass over the slime ball row, what does Shrelby say to Babas and the gang to get them to start throwing?
Fired up.
Don't throw until you see the whites of their eyes. I'm now standing like a general.
Babas and the gang take it really literally.
You've got like your foot up on a rock and there's like a gentle breeze like washing your hair.
I've got a little bit of a heroic action pose, and
it's very poetic.
Mm-hmm.
And
visually stimulating.
Yeah.
Babas, Rigo,
all the boys are in love with you in this moment. They're like, we love you, General. Tell us what
Shrelby.
to do.
Fire!
And they let loose on these guys. The balls of slime hit them mostly in the face. These kids have good arms. And
it's from beating up all those people.
Yeah, it's from beating up a lot
It's
of
from being
people.
10 years older than they actually are.
That too. And what slime balls don't hit people in the face, hit the floor around them and cause other people to slip and fall.
It's comedic right now.
Mm-hmm.
These FBI guys covered in orange slime.
Meanwhile, Moxie has made it with the front of the pack of animals to this circular room with the water in the center. So she switches her canister to black, which, as we know, is the most stinging paint based on its pigment properties, and unloads it into the water. And as the black, which it's almost like squiddy ink,
spreading like ink,
spreads across the water, the tentacles below it begin to writhe and come out of the water.
It's a little oily and iridescent too.
And a little eye stalk pops out and looks around and blinks and tries to get whatever is in its eye out.
I feel like she would just chuck her can at the eye in this moment.
Would she?
No, don't
Moxie's
throw Moxie's can away.
Okay, never mind. Well, maybe she saved like one last shot of ink and of pigment. So when the eye stalk pops up, she can...
Yeah, there's one last spray as the eye stalk pops up and she sprays right in the Dianaga's eye.
She actually apologizes to the Dianaga. Says, this had to happen. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your service. Kick some ass.
But not until we run past.
Right. Everybody's passed already, right?
Yep, the gang has made its retreat. The animals are all past this point.
And I think we're just running.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And you're just running. As you run,
we're flanked by animals. It's very cinematic.
You're flanked by animals, and Van runs up next to Mimi.
And Mimi jumps on Van.
Really? I need you to roll. I need you to roll. We thought that was the last one.
What do I need to roll?
Boy, who knows?
I actually think this is
when
worth
you told
rolling
me that
for.
he's gonna run up next to me. I was like, obviously he wants me to get on.
I think it's an empathize.
Okay, what's my
4?
4. I only need 1 6.
That's 5 dice. Okay, fine. What happens?
Well, Van flanks Mimi.
Van's shoulder is probably about the height of Mimi's eyes.
Mm-hmm. Well, Van, as he comes up next to Mimi, gives her an unmistakable wink. A lot of winking in this episode.
And a nudge.
A wink and a nudge. And Mimi grabs a tuft of his fur, sort of at the base of his neck, and gives it a little yank. And Van doesn't spin around and bite her, so she takes that as a positive affirmation that he gives consent that she can hop on. And so she uses her dancer skills, left hand holding onto Van's neck ruff, gives a little hop, slips her left leg over and sort of clambers up on top, and they continue their journey down the tunnel.
They follow
without
the
even
path
breaking stride.
Nope.
They follow the path that they took coming down this way, and as they get to the intersection of the watery tunnel to the drier tunnel, Shrelby notices something off in one of the corners. The light from Moxie's flashlight just hits it for a second. It's like almost like an environmental suit. It's big and kind of lumpy, and there's a big enclosed dome helmet, and it looks empty, but it's surrounded by that orange goo. As the group of you make it to that last tunnel, you can see the light from outside.
Do we hear like the screams of the FBI guys being attacked by the
Sure.
water monster? I want to know if that was successful.
No,
or not.
what we hear is like a lot of whoa, whoa. It's like every cartoon noise that someone makes when they slip.
But
Some
yeah,
wops.
you definitely hear shouts from behind you as the people encounter the tentacles, the writhing whips of this creature that was sprayed with paint.
So we're almost at the tunnel.
Yeah.
We've passed the suit.
Past the suit. As you get to that final tunnel, there's a final rumble from below your feet, and you see that orange glow, and it is coming from that goop that's on the walls and now on Shrelby's shoes and hands.
Ew,
And-
ew, 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 ew.
You hear that voice again, that voice that was sort of everywhere, just say,
Aww.
Aww.
and then what happens?
The entire crowd of kids and animals explodes out of the tunnel, and they all, not all of, and then the kids whip around and clamber the gate shut and hurriedly undo all of their bike locks and start putting all the bike locks on the gate to hold it closed.
Mhm.
And then I'm guessing whatever's left of the FBI agents are gonna come limping up all covered in blood and be like, there's a gate here.
They come up covered in goo and start rattling the
and then
the door.
tendrils from the monster start sneaking up around their ankles and slowly drag
feel-
them back.
I feel like Shrelby would have like a sarcastic quip to leave them. She could like toss it over her shoulder as we're all like walking away with our new animal BFFs.
Oh, now you
Like,
put me on the spot.
Losers. Just be like, losers. See you later, losers.
I just hold the L sign up to my head as we burst through the gate and run away.
Cool.
You have
That's my
anything else
big
you wanna add?
comeback.
No, I would assume that the animals and the kids go their separate ways,
Mhm.
promising to meet up
disperse.
again for meaningful picnics in the park.
You
Kids
need
go back
some
to their
convincing
house.
to get off Van that we know we cannot keep him.
That's true.
They get home and their stepmom doesn't even notice they were gone.
Yeah, Babas and the gang remember the way back up and lead the three of you back to your neighborhood in Little Onderon. And you get back home late, but Missy doesn't even look up from the heights and depths rerun as you come in the door.
Job well done.
I feel like Mimi and Shrelby would walk up the stairs to their bedroom holding hands.
Just this once.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Coruscant Nights is a production of Nightcast Creative.
For more information on this and our other projects, visit nightcastcreative.com.
Thanks to Nikki, Mary Frances, and Nikki for playing on these episodes. Check out Nikki's art at nikkicroc.com. That's Nicki, croc like a crock pot. And check out Nikki's art at nikkismetters.com.
If you're loving Coruscant Nights, be sure to leave us a review on your favorite podcatcher and visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/CoruscantNights.